Radio Engineering, Graphics and Design learners, I'm Stefan Kleyn and this channel is HowToEGD, and I'll be telling you how to absolutely nail your EGD PAT for this year, specifically the Civil PAT, which we'll be discussing in the upcoming episodes. Please make sure you subscribe right now, because what I'm going to share with you in this series is absolutely going to blow your mind and help you and guide you through your actual PAT and make sure you nail it. So we're going to get going in this video by giving you an overview of the PAT. In the next video, I'll be detailing it a bit more on what is actually required, and we'll have a video for each one of the phases and the steps you need to take to nail your PAT. Let's get going. Radio Engineering, Graphics and Design learners, in this video I'll just be giving you an overview of the actual practical assessment task and the document which you all received. It's for engineering, graphics and design, and it's a civil design project. Now on page 10 of this document you're going to have the scenario given to you, and it covers all the requirements and the specifications and a good understanding of what needs to be designed. The next page, which is page 11 in your document, gives you the site plan with all the details, and we'll look into all this in the upcoming videos, but this is just for an overview, plus the presentation requirements for phase 1. And it discusses the design brief, your research. It goes on page 12, even how to prepare the neat detail freehand drawings that you'll use, and how to select the best solutions. Page 13 starts off with your presentation requirements, and this is where they talk about the title panels, etc. And then 5.1 will be the first detailed layout drawing, and that's your floor plans, your two elevations, and your detail sections that's required. That is detailed on page 13. There's a couple of notes. We'll look at this in detail, of course, in upcoming videos. Page 14 discusses the site plan at 5.2 and your 2-point perspective, which is a challenge for most of us. Then in phase 3 here, it talks about the presentation requirements, how to create this PAT, how to put it all together, and what's required. Okay, then they end this document with 2 pages, and this is absolutely mission critical. This is your assessment criteria and checklist for the 2020 PAT. Now, in this checklist, you'll see they've actually broken down each phase, and the components of that phase. So the first one is the design brief. 1.1 discusses what is required for the first paragraph in the design brief. 1.2, what's required for the second paragraph. 1.3, 20 specifications. 1.4, 5 possible constraints, and so on. And you'll see then on the right hand side there's actual maximum marks that you can gain for each one of these. So the entire design brief, which is going to be most likely 1 A3 page for most of you, has a total of 10 marks that you can possibly gain. Then your research, that's 2.1 to 2.3. We'll look at this again, just an overview. So you can see how this checklist corresponds with the actual document here on my left hand side. Okay, what's more important is for you to really know that this checklist lists all the requirements for your PAT. This is going to give you direction towards your PAT. You have to be able to tick in each one of these blocks that you've completed and achieved that. So it's 2 pages of checklist, and I'll have videos, of course, detailing on each one of these sections. I've gone one step further, and you know what? In this download or in the description, there's this page. It's a HowToEGD pace setter for each one of you. It's free, and I'd love for you to download that and use that as you go along. What I've done is I've used the due dates that's prescribed and the cutoff dates, and I've compiled a pace setter to help each one of you pace you through this year. Now what is nice about this is that each one of these items correspond to the checklist. So let's look at this here, for instance. The design brief is number 1, and so is the design brief on the checklist. The design brief is in 1.1 to 1.5, and there you can see it. So you can see exactly what is it that I need to do in this checklist. I specify how many pages you might use for this, and then the due date by when this must be finished. Now this might differ from school to school, but these are guides for you to help keep up. The same with your research. All right, there's 2.1, 2.3, and you can see how that corresponds in this checklist.
one A3 page per topic. So 2.1 will be an A3 page, 2.2, etc. And your due dates. You can adapt this, of course, according to your own school's pace. But what I know nationally, these phases, phase 1 must be done by the 5th of April, phase 2 by the 19th of July, and phase 3 must be done by the 5th of August. This is it. These are all the items listed for you to complete this PAT document. And this document corresponds, of course, with your checklist as well as the actual PAT document.
Rightio, so thank you for watching. This is the end of the overview of your PAT. Make sure you subscribe and share this content with your friends so as many as possible of them can benefit from How to EGD. Thank you for watching. Now it's your turn.